The Standout Heritage Volunteers recognized in this category are nominated by heritage organizations across the state for their contributions to local heritage preservation efforts. The work of these volunteers is what brings us together in valuing and preserving our shared history. Here are the 2026 Standout Heritage Volunteers. Ron LeBlanc with the Canby Heritage and Landmark Commission. Ron serves as the Commission's recorder, and drawing on extensive city administration experience, he strengthened compliance with public records laws, created a volunteer handbook, led goal setting, and ensured the Historic Preservation Plan was included in the city's comprehensive plan update. Bob Setterberg, Donna Setterberg, Abby Dawson, and Marvin Dawson with the Oregon Historical Society. Bob, Donna, Abby, and Marvin have contributed a collective 8,628 hours over 20 years to the Oregon Historical Society after initially volunteering for the Lewis and Clark, the National Bicentennial Exhibition. Donna and Bob helped to create and lead the volunteer-run Community Speakers Bureau, and Abby and Marvin have played vital roles in the Oregon Historical Quarterly Office. Al Tacchini with the Travel Information Council Oregon Heritage Tree Committee. Al is a founding member of the Oregon Heritage Tree Committee with 2026 marking 30 years of service. He has played a role in designating all 86 heritage trees, including traveling across the state to assess tree health, crafting text for signage, and consistently showing up as an ambassador for the contribution of trees to Oregon's history and heritage. Cynthia Basie with the Japanese Museum of Oregon. Cynthia has supported the Japanese American Museum of Oregon for over a decade as a volunteer, board member, education manager, researcher, and author. Through her volunteer service of leading key projects, improving exhibits, advancing historical accuracy, leading guided tours, she has greatly contributed to expanding public access to Oregon's Japanese American history. Sharon Matson Rosengarth with the Bend Park and Recreation District, Hollinshead Matson Homestead Museum. Sharon is the heart of the Hollinshead Matson Homestead Museum in Bend. Born in the homestead in 1939, she helped restore it as a museum and continues leading tours. Sharon welcomes visitors with a smile, treats them to homemade bread and jam or a plate of cookies at the holidays like her mother would have made, and shares stories of farm life in contrast to life today. Colleen Coco Sutton with the City of Coos Bay. Coco transformed preservation in Coos Bay through volunteer leadership, advocacy, and personal investment. She was instrumental in getting the Mingus Park Community Building listed on the National Register of Historic Places, leading to preservation opportunities, and launched the Adopt-A-Park pilot program, expanding community stewardship and long-term protection of local heritage assets. Judy Wolfer-Aus with the Mark Prairie Historical Society. A lifelong Mark Prairie community member, Judy rebuilt the organization after its 2019 collapse, leading fundraising, preservation, and outreach through COVID, a devastating ice storm, and a demanding disaster recovery and restoration effort, ensuring stewardship of the historic Mark Prairie School site. Rosemary Johnson with the Oregon Heritage Commission. Rosemary volunteered 8 years of service, moving forward to the Commission's work of coordinating heritage preservation activities across the state and developing partnerships and solutions to help heritage organizations in their efforts. Sarah Silbernagel and Milo Reed with the Oregon Commission on Historic Cemeteries. Sarah and Milo each served on the Commission for 2 terms and helped to move forward the Commission's work of documenting and supporting the preservation of historic cemeteries in Oregon. Gwen Trice with the State Advisory Committee on Historic Preservation. Gwen served for over 8 years, providing expertise and recommendations during reviews for nominations for the National Register of Historic Places. Thank you to all of the 2026 Standout Heritage Volunteers for your time, efforts, and passion.